Yo, what's up guys? Today we're going to be playing some Jafar Whole New World. Not going to do a big deck tech on it, seems like everyone has at least tried to do the Jafar Shift Wheel combo to gain 7 lore, so I think you all kind of know what's up. There's a lot of different ways to build Jafar. Some people go full blown combo with Genie and Lamp. Some people go more control with Blue Fairy type builds. The flex spots seem to be with whether or not you want to be running the Robin Hood package, Hooks Me package, or deciding on what sort of purple Merlin Mim combo you want to run. Some versions don't even run any Mims at all. Recently, Nomlix had a great showing in a 100-person tournament in Germany with a Blue Fairy and Yzma type build. I quite like his build, and I know he's a very solid player who's definitely put in some testing time into his build, and I'm just personally a fan of Yzma. The version I've been running on ladder actually plays the full Yzma package, and my footage from this video actually won't contain Tinkerbell, although I've since recently added her to my current deck list. I mostly just have a soft spot for trying to Yzma wheel people, so I wanted to run the full Yzma shift package with Jafar to see how it felt. My current variation recently added blue fairies, so the gameplay you'll see might contain some cards like goats and stuff that aren't in my current deck list. I think Purple Steel has fair matchups against the whole field. At first I was not too sold on Jafar combo, thinking it was actually mostly hype, as the combo is really easy to disrupt, but after testing an 8-game gauntlet with my Green Steel against GM Sasuke's Jafar deck, I felt like it was better than I gave it credit for. I think Jafar is not broken, but I do think it's a very fair deck that does fair things, and I think it has decent matchups. As is the state with Lorcana nowadays, it seems that it hinges mostly on the play draw coin flip, unfortunately. But overall, I think Jafar combo decks will have a decent spot in the metagame for set 3, if not tier S, then at least A tier. Alright, let's just jump into some games. Alright, this game was played on the first day of ladder reset, so everyone in ranked was finally bringing their tryhard decks. It's a whole different world from the lab games that I was playing before. In this game, we're up against Brindlebore, who I've run into quite a bit in Season 3, and he's actually one of the top ladder grinders this season. He's usually always on Green Steel discard, and he pilots it quite well. Green Steel from my testing is somewhat favored against Jafar combo decks, and we're on the draw here, so it'll probably be a rough game for us. On my mulligan, I decide to throw away all my songs to try and prevent Ursula value, although keeping all my songs might be okay since I have multiple friends in hand. We both ink pass turn 1, and my opponent drops a Morph on turn 2, although we're hoping for a turn 2 Ursula whiff. Unfortunately, because we are on the draw, our Robin Hood will come out too late to prevent the Morph from turning into a Beast or Robin Hood, which shows us kind of why this matchup is extremely coin flip dependent. I play my Robin Hood anyways and pass. On his turn, he Morph shifts into a Beast and passes back to me. On my turn, I go ahead and hit the Beast with my Robin Hood ability, and then bounce it back with Fox and trade into the Beast with my Fox. It's a nice little 2-for-1, and we're in a good spot now. I really think Robin Hood 2-drop might see a lot of play in the Season 3 meta since he has Shift available. My opponent drops a turn 4 Ursula, and unfortunately we have no answer to her. She's a completely busted card, and can quickly snowball a game out of control. I drop a rabbit and pass. My opponent double sings Storm Rage on and draws 2 cards, and even though we started off great taking out his Beast, Ursula quickly turns the game around for him. He drops a big Robin Hood and now has a dominant board position. We could Zeus right now to take down the Ursula, but I decided to play small Yzma and Robin Hood out instead to try and take down his Robin Hood later with Zeus and Ping. I felt reasonably safe from Ursula as it's tough for her to shoot both my Robin Hood and Yzma down. Unfortunately, my opponent has double swords and then double sudden chill, which clears my board and cripples my hand.
Oh, he's playing discard, okay. Well, he's out of cards. Oh wait, it's double sun chill, shit. We're screwed. Double sun chill. Do we think the last thing is a song? I guess this grab your swords. It's fine. So he's playing discard. Maybe I should have Zeus there Ursula last turn. It's okay. We got Maleficent now.
I Maleficent on my turn and decided to ink baby Jafar to cast Friends as I'm close to hard casting Jafar with 7 ink. My opponent plays Beast and Quests. On my turn, I have the option of playing Jafar or Zeusing his beast, or even trading Maleficent into Ursula and hardcasting swords. I decide to just sing Friends and Zeus his beast since my opponent is in top deck mode, and I pass.
Yeah, I can't. I'll just sing Zeus. Whatever. That's fine.
My opponent inks and plays Tinkerbell, emptying his hand, and takes out my Maleficent. I go ahead and play out my Jafar and pray to avoid some nasty top decks. He plays a Bucky and quests.
I think that's a pretty good sword opportunity. Let's see. I think I hit the Tinkerbell. Yeah.
On my turn, I hit his Tinkerbell with Jafar to set up a grab your sword, which I do, and then I play Friends on the other side, and I ink. We've pretty much stabilized the game, but he's up 13 to my 2 lore. He rips a Raging Fire to take out my Jafar and goes up to 16. On my turn, I play a 4-drop Jafar and decide to Yzma his Robin Hood, which feels pretty bad, but I can't allow him to get to 19 lore. He has a very big turn though, finding Sudden Chill and Robin Hood, and is able to get rid of our 3rd Jafar, so we're pretty much dead on the ropes here. We top deck Whole New World, but with only 1 Jafar left in deck, and with us having to replenish his hand, we're probably still going to lose this game. Oh well, I have no choice here but to wheel and see. I have a pretty wild line here where I drop 4 characters and hardcast Strength of a Raging Fire to shoot down a 6 HP Robin Hood.
Can I? 1, 2, no, do I need to shoot this? 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4. I think 1, 2, 3. Oh, I should have done this later. I don't want to discard any of these. Whatever. Friends. Robin Hood.
Now, we just pass and pray. He plays 2-drop Ursula, ripping away our other Raging Fire. He double sings Sudden Chill, and now we have nothing in hand.
Double Sun Chill, yeah, it's pretty good. Broken card. But I don't know. He lost a... How many swords did he lose? 1, 2 swords. He lost 2 swords.
My opponent does have 2 Grab Your Sword in his discard pile, so we're still feeling okay about not getting board wiped. He plays a Bucky and Baby Tinkerbell and passes. I top deck my last Jafar and punches Ursula to draw a card with my 4-drop Jafar. The absolute perfect card for me here would be a Whole New World. And holy crap, there it is. Shift Jafar onto Jafar, sing Wheel with Yzma, and then we just hope to wheel into another wheel.
And then try to draw a Whole New World here. That'd be sick if I drew. Oh my god, are you guys shitting me?
We absolutely perfectly draw into a second Whole New World, and we have the ink to still hardcast it. We have exactly enough on board for lethal with this combo, although we still had the option to ink and play a Simba at the very end. Wow, pulling off an 18 lore combo for lethal in 1 turn? This is exactly why Jafar decks are so fun to play. What an absolutely godly top deck game.
Denied.
Our next game, we're against Super Pro Moan, probably one of the best technical pilots in Lorcana, and he's on green-purple Ursula, which is definitely an S tier deck that abuses Ursula double sing and all the goodness of the purple bounce package. Unfortunately this game, I forgot to hit record until turn 3, but basically I mulliganed away all my songs in my opening hand, and his turn 2 Ursula whiffed. We were very fortunate to win the coin flip as he opened Cursed Merfolk, which we took out with a turn 2 Jafar. This is just another matchup exposing the huge imbalance in Lorcana of winning the coin flip, as whoever wins the coin flip here is significantly favored. So anyways, I had just taken out a Cursed Merfolk with Jafar and played my Yzma, and this is where the footage starts. Moan fortunately doesn't have turn 3 Ursula, and drops a Maleficent to draw a card. On my turn, I sing Friends and play Rabbit. We have the Jafar shift in hand, and if we can get a whole new world, we should be in great shape. Moan bounces my Yzma to set up a Queen's Castle on board, one of the best locations of set 3. I decide to shift Jafar and punch his Queen's Castle with Jafar and Rabbit, hoping he doesn't have another Mother Knows Best to set me back in tempo. He plays a 3-drop Ursula and Curse Merfolk and quests in, and then places his Ursula on the castle. We take out the castle with my Rabbit, and take out the 2-drop Ursula with Jafar. Though I think this was definitely a mistake, as taking out the Maleficent would be better, as she can sing Friends or be bounced by Madame Mim for an extra card. I play Simba to build up enough Raging Firepower to take out his Ursula 3-drop, and decide I want to keep all my cards in hand, so I decide not to ink and pass, seeing that I'm ahead in this game, since he only has 1 card in hand. Of course, my mistake of not taking out his Maleficent gets punished immediately, as Moan sings Friends with Maleficent. He quests with Merfolk and bounces it back with Fox to take out my Rabbit. He then plays Flynn Rider and passes. I take out his Fox with Simba on my turn, and sing Friends with Jafar to get 2 lore. I drop another Simba to get some more lore, and play a baby Robin Hood to mess up his Cursed Merfolk in hand that he bounced back. He sings another Friends with Maleficent, and now I'm mega regretting not hitting her with Jafar earlier. He gets a 2-drop Ursula, hitting my Zeus that I just drew, and somehow he's clawing right back into the game. He bounces my Jafar, setting me way back in tempo, and then passes. I play baby Jafar and decide to just go ahead and shift Robin Hood to take out his Maleficent. I ink my own Maleficent and quest with Simba and pass. He plays a Rabbit, and seeing that my 2-drop Robin Hood is gone now due to the shift, he plays his Merfolk and passes after questing. I shift Jafar and take out his Flynn Rider and Ursula, and quest with Simba to get to 10 lore. I'm still holding on to this Yzma as an emergency removal or self-card draw, and potential finisher with Jafar, but this game is getting extremely tight. Moan quests to 16 and drops Queen's Castle and Chernabog's followers, and now he's presenting lethal on board. So here I have a very tricky turn deciding on how to best survive. If you guys want to pause the video here to look at this board state, I think it's pretty interesting, and see if you find the same line that I did. So I thought about this line for quite some time, and I decided to go all in and YOLO it. So I wanted to hit the Merfolk with Simba, and then I'd have to discard Jafar. And then I wanted to hit the Rabbit with Jafar to get him exerted. You might be thinking, why not hit the Rabbit with Robin Hood to gain the 2 lore? And actually it's kind of the same thing. If you exert your Jafar, you'll gain 2 lore off the Yzma draw, as long as you Yzma your own Simba. An alternate line is to hit the Rabbit with Robin Hood, and Yzma his Chernabog, giving him gas, and then hitting the castle with Jafar. But like I said, I wanted to go all in for the win here. With Chernabog drawing him a card and his Rabbit dying, he's got 3 shots at least to draw Merlin Go, and this is the only one line that allows me to win on my turn. So I go ahead and Yzma my Simba and pray for the whole new world. And bam, what an Yzma that was, giving us our very badly needed whole new world. All we need to do now is ink this Jafar and whole new world into a Simba to snag the win from Moan. Was there any doubt? Top Deck King is back. Anyways, I hope you guys liked the video and definitely give Jafar Wheel a try. I'll provide links to several variations of the deck as I think there's a lot of different ways to build Jafar Wheel in the metagame. And finally, I'll leave you guys with a bonus ladder footage of another Jafar top deck stealing another game against Red Purple. And as always, thanks for watching.